Hi guys, Gunchip here and welcome back to my legendary playthrough of Skyrim on the Xbox 360. We're currently in a place called Angarvunde. It's not really a kind of quest, we just kind of found it by accident. We're going to help this woman here, Medresi Dran, find the treasure to this place. Now in the last episode we went over that side and we literally had to fight our way through a load of Draugr, hit a switch and that kind of opened part of the way. And now we're going to do the same thing on this area, so yeah, let's get it done. Now the reason why Medresi Dran's in this dungeon is she thinks there's a treasure in here, and unfortunately for her she's in for a bit of a disappointment because the treasure is actually just a word wall, but hopefully we'll help her with it. And just to give you an idea, we're using Nordic arrows at the moment, just for the heck, just trying to keep things a little interesting. And I'm going to try, I'll just give you a quick rundown as well of where we're at, because it's been a while since I've done this. We're at level 79 at the moment. We've got 2 perks to spend, which to be honest I'm not quite sure what I want to use on at the moment. Alchemy's doing okay. Alchemy's pretty much where I need it. I've got the 5 perks in Alchemist, which I need just to make sure that my fortified marksman potions are at full strength. It'd been kind of nice to get the concentrated poison perk, because that means that I can get 2 hits from each poison that I use on my arrows. And obviously the green thumb just speeds up the whole process of ingredients, but I'm not too bothered about that, to be honest. Speech we've already made legendary a few times, same with alchemy. As you can see, we've already legended it three times already, which is kind of why I'm at level 79 now. Speech is at 100. I'm not going to touch that though because it's kind of in the place where I want it to be, so I'm going to leave that as it is. Pickpocketing we're not really using. I have put a couple of perks in though, 3 of them, just so that we could get the extra pockets. Carrying capacity is increased by 100. It's quite a useful little perk to have, to be fair. Lockpicking again, it's at 54, but we're not really spending any points in it because to be honest I don't see the point. Sneak's at 100. I could make that legendary, but I don't want to have to backtrack then on my critical hits that I get from sneak attacks, so that's going to be left where it is. Light armor's doing pretty well. We're on our way to 80, so that's kind of why I'm holding off on spending the perks. I want to try and get the matching set bonus. Oh, actually we could do that now. Death movement would be nice as well. So that's kind of where that's at. Archery's at 100. We've already made it legendary once, and again I'm not going to reset that because I don't want to have to go back to doing hardly any damage whatsoever. One-handed we're not really touched. Two-handed I'm not using at all, same with block. Heavy armor we're currently, if you remember, using the blades armor, which is kind of just to keep in characters. We are going to fight Alduin and end the main quest line. So heavy armor's at 80. We've basically got the perks of the most important ones, which is this one here. Whoops. No, it's this one here. We had to get to level 70, but armor weighs nothing and does not slow you down when worn, which is quite useful. Smithing, we've legended that so many times, it's unreal. We're down to 19 again, but I'm not really too bothered about that now because I've got my dragon armor, I've got my dragon bow, so I'm not really too fussed, to be fair. And then at chanting again it's at 100 and it's going to stay there. The magic tree, as you know, not really a big fan, so not really using it whatsoever. Yeah, that's pretty much it, so let's get this dungeon done as quickly as possible. Now be careful, there are quite a few traps. Obviously I've got Lightfoot, so it doesn't matter for me. But this trap here triggers kind of like a... well, I'll just show you what the heck. Got kind of an Indiana Jones effect going on there. There's also a Draugr, so let's take him down. Or miss completely. Supposed to be I've been playing a heck of a lot of Destiny recently, so my archery and skills will hopefully come back to me. But don't bet on it. Again, same thing here, another pressure plate who just sets off that same trap. Not sure why I looked at that because it was empty. Pretty useless little area, but we'll take the gold. I'm also going to try and keep my looting now to a bare minimum. I'm really trying to keep myself light so I can just go from quest to quest. I think that's basically my downfall so far in this series, is that I've been making a lot of dumping trips to, it was Honeyside, then Breeze Home, now Lakeview Manor, which I built as part of the Hearthfire DLC. And it's been taking a lot of time, and the problem is then to sell that stuff takes forever. Oops, skill book, very nice, but we've already got it. So, you know, I'm going to try and just keep to the bare minimums, which is anything lightweight. So gold, arrows, that's pretty much the only things I'm interested in. This is where we're going. But obviously we've got to kind of loop our way around. So let's try and do this as quickly as possible. Oop, hello. Looks like a Death Lord as well. It is a Death Lord. Oops. There we go. But the good thing is 2 hits and he's down, so I'm pretty happy with that. There's normally another one loitering within 10. Yeah, there it is. And he's an archer, so you've got to be careful with these guys because they pack ebony arrows and ebony bows, so they can do a lot of damage to you. But hopefully, as long as I'm stagger locking him, there's not a lot you can really do about it, to be fair. But he has noticed me, which doesn't help. There we go. And yeah, let's skedaddle as quickly as possible. So I hope you guys are finding this this series interesting. I must admit, I'm really enjoying doing it. Okay, that looks dodgy, so not too much of a problem now. And we might as well fall down because, you know, there's nothing else here, and that's where we've got to go anyway. So let's check this guy. Nice. Already picked up his bow. Where did his buddy go? His buddy should be somewhere over here. Is that him? Yeah, there he is. I'm going to take it for now, but I've got to be really careful of weight, which is a major concern at the moment because I haven't been anywhere. We've kind of been going from quest to quest, so I haven't had time to do my usual pit stop, which is, like I say, something I want to try and cut down in this series. So I've got to get into the habit of going to traders more when I can. That guy went down pretty easy, so oops, didn't want to do that though. It's like I say, just keeping it light, keeping moving. Because I've been looking through some of my older videos because it's actually been about a month since I recorded Skyrim, so I had to kind of go back to work out where I actually was in the series. And I must admit, quite a few of the episodes are pretty cool, and quite a lot of them are also, you know, a bit kind of drawn out. I need to kind of keep it a bit more on track and not dilly-dally as much as I am doing. So hopefully we can do that as quick as possible. Because yeah, I've been playing Destiny mainly with mates, because you know, I personally believe that is how Destiny should be played. So have I missed something here? No. So let's get back to my dressing and see what's going on. If I can remember the way out. Oops, because hopefully now the door should be open for her. Or have I completely forgotten something? Yeah, I think I have. Damn it. Okay, 1 second. Oops. Yeah, I know I did. It was another gate that opened in that room we came out of. Anyway, so yeah, I've been playing a lot of Destiny, and you know, I have been toying with the idea of maybe doing a walkthrough, but to be honest, that game doesn't really warrant one. It's not really that great a story, to be fair. And you know, there's not really that many tips or tactics I can actually give you. It's just a case of, you know, get decent weapons and blast everything that moves. So you know, I'm not really sure it's kind of fitting with the channel. Plus the fact there's quite a lot of retro games I still want to get into the channel if I can. I've been toying with a few ideas when I've had some free time. But for now, I mean, don't worry, you know, Skyrim is going to be the main concern on my channel for quite a while to come. Because apart from the main quest line, we also have the DLCs to get through. I've already done Hearthfire, obviously, but I've still got to get through Dragonborn, which I'll probably do as a separate playlist. Whoa, hello. Well, this guy's obviously can't see me, which is good. Bad for him. So yeah, I've got to do Dragonborn, which because it takes place on a different island, I'll probably do as a different kind of playlist. And then after that, obviously we're going to do the Dawnguard DLC from the point of view of a vampire for this character, basically because, you know, I'm kind of getting bored of the character now, so I don't mind getting him stuck as a vampire. And sometime around 2022, I'll probably start my second playthrough as an Imperial and do the whole Dawnguard DLC from the point of view of a Dawnguard Vampire Hunter. So, you know, that's kind of the plans for what's coming up to the series. But again, it's just a case of finding time because, you know, real life stuff is pretty hectic at the moment. I've had less time than I thought I would to do new things. But, you know, I try to do what I can because, you know, I've got a full-time job, I've got a life outside of YouTube, and you know, at the moment it's okay, but soon my girlfriend's hopefully going to come over, so we'll have to see how it goes in terms of, you know, free time as we find a house and all that stuff. So I'm just going to dump off that steel armor that I stupidly picked up. Oh, okay, there's two of them. That's a bit better. Let's go see what these guys had. Shame I've got to leave that bow, but I said leave the bow. Okay, maybe not. And I can hear footsteps. I think there's like a walkway there. I think that's where he is. Not sure if I'll be able to get a shot on him. Is he up there? I mean, great tactic if you ever want to draw someone out. Just make a noise. No, he's obviously moved somewhere else, so let's continue. Like I say, I think I should be able to get this, what's left of this dungeon, done in an episode. Or at least that'd be nice. And then we can move on to some other things. One thing that we do have pending for quite a while. Well, that sounds close. That is close. Oh man. One thing we do have pending as well is the Thieves Guild. I did a couple of dry runs, and there's not actually that many numbers jobs left to do. Because if you know, pretty much halfway through the series we start doing the numbers jobs. We only have to do 5 in Solitude, Markarth, Whiterun and Windhelm, and you'll then get a special job. And once you complete that special job, you'll get access to a fence who normally has about 4,000 gold, which is quite useful for offloading stuff. But you also get perks to the actual Thieves Guild Hall, like you know, a blacksmith will move in, a magic vendor will move in. There's a guy who sells bows, I think, another guy who sells weapons. What that basically means is Riften gets 4 more traders who have a heck of a lot of money. You'll also get a kind of side quest from Tanilla, who's kind of the trader, and then she has more money as well. So it actually turns Riften into a really cool trading post. But the problem is, until this point, I've been stupidly just blindly accepting the jobs rather than kind of quitting them if it was sending me to somewhere that I'd already been to. So I've done the maths, and you know, we only need to do 1 more job in Solitude, 2 more jobs in Markarth, and 1 more job in Whiterun, and we can actually complete 100% the Thieves Guild questline and become actual master of it. So I'm hopefully going to do that apart from you know, the next episode once we finish this dungeon. So yeah, hopefully I can concentrate, get it done, and job will be a good one. Okay, now that's I can hear something. I think it's a Death Lord. Bird, as usual. Got 2 hits, as long as they don't notice me. 2 hits and they're toast. So. And I'm going to have to leave that great sword. Now this is pretty cool. Check it out. There's tons of gold here and a rubbishy iron battle axe, but we don't want that. And onwards we go. Okay, that's kind of spooky. Anyway. Okay, so let's just pick up the good stuff. Because we can sell them, they're lightweight, so I don't mind taking them. And check that. There should be a switch on the wall somewhere. Yep, there it is. Cute. Just hit that. So that's telling us now to return to Madrassi, and hopefully, as you can see, the gate is now open. Let's go join her.
The treasure is mine.
I wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't do that. Bye bye. So yeah, all that work pretty much just to watch her get killed. Now, if you want to loot her body, you can. It is possible. Well, to be fair, she doesn't really have that much on her. But I found an easy way of doing it is if you just hook up. It's very disrespectful, but what the heck, it's funny. Unrelenting force. Force. You can blow a body off the little pinnacle there, and see what she had on her. So she has some potions of minor healing, leather boots, some gloves. So yeah, nothing really too major. I was hoping there's kind of a backstory or something to, you know, how she found out about this place. But obviously not. So we want to go down here for the real payoff, because we're not stupid. We don't run into open areas, because it's always a bad sign. And here we have, I think it's Animal Allegiance, is it? I can never remember. Yep, Animal Allegiance. It's kind of a pointless shout, which means you can control animals for a while. Take that, take that. That's going to have to be left. Okay, we're overweight, so let's see what we can ditch. That, for example, I don't even remember where I picked that up. 84, there we go, cool, we can move again. Again, the customary check down the side just in case, but I don't think there is anything here from what I can remember. If there is, yeah, just pop it in the comments below so people know, but I don't think there's anything else. That's pretty much it for this area, so let's skedaddle. Whoops. Oy. Oh, I was getting sick then. I think we checked this urn, but we'll just double check. Yeah, we did. He's all passed, so yeah, let's just follow the road out as quickly as we can. And out we go, hopefully. There we go. So yeah guys, there we go, that's Arngavunde done and done. I'll just show you on the map where it is, just in case you ever want to come here yourself. It's quite close to Iverstead, that's your main kind of point of reference. And the easiest way to do it is literally come out of Iverstead, just follow the river round. You come to Trevor's Watch, which again has a nice little quest, but I don't think we're going to bother just yet with that. And it's just kind of like literally the other side, hugging the mountains. Quite close to Avonshell, which is quite a nice place. That's where you get the Ghost Blade, I think it is. And yeah guys, coming up in the next episode, like I say, we've got a couple of things to do just to get stuff out of our quest log. Because unfortunately my quest log is very glitched out at the moment. For example, the found the Word of Power in Arngund Point. We've done that, and we killed about 3 dragons I think in total doing it, and it's still in our journal, not sure why. Assist the people of Harfinger, again still stuck in there. We've also got to go speak to the Earl of Falkreath. Again, there's no way of getting that out of my my log. I've tried everything I could think of. But coming up in the next episode, like I say, we're going to start on the Thieves Guild and just try and get it finished. And then once we've done that, we should be in good stead to just go after the Dragon Priest masks. Once we've got all of those, I'm just going to finish the storyline. So yeah guys, like I say, sorry this episode's been a bit rambly, but it is my first time recording in about a month, and I'm just trying to ease myself back into it. I hope you've stayed with me till this point, and I hope to catch you all again tomorrow. For now though guys, as always, thanks for watching, take care, and peace.